Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Slow motion, then I jump out. Instantly 100 camera phones pop out. I run straight to the back of the club in the corner. In the bartender sipping bottles of the coffee. Once I started sipping up, these girls was looking pretty. Then I saw one that caught my eye. She wore a baby doll shirt across her chest, a red kiss me. I'm skinny jeans, a girl so fly. Some people say that this girl has a bad reputation. And some people say that this girl is a little too friendly. But she roll that booty like a hula. She make it go up, she make it go down. She roll that booty like a hula. I think I love her. I just wanna be a shawty, think about she roll that booty like a hula. She make it go up, she make it go down. She roll that booty like a hula. I think I love her. I just wanna be a shawty.
Gang, shit. They back in the city, got game in the city. I don't think you niggas really hear me. Got a fly ass nigga dance with me. None of you hoes ain't really fucking with me. Some other niggas in the city real gritty. I'm stuck in my paper and minding my business. But I stand on that real shit. I make a bitch bust a fool clip. Pull up on me, you might get shot. I be the one saying fuck the cops. Bitch, do I look like an ox or bot? I'm checking your spot just like the cops. I heard you was fucking with the ops. Played on my time, you might be shot. Told y'all niggas that I run the stop, but you run your mouth just like a clock. Bitch, who you talking to? I'll beat your ass like your mama do. I roll up in your spot, what you wanna do? Lightning bolt, who's loving you? I got so much shit that I wanna do. But when it's my time, no one coming through. And I'ma get mine, and then I'm through. I'm busting at everything coming through. I get off my shot, I didn't hit the block. I'm looking for odds, I'm chasing their Glock. Yo, when it's gon' stop? I'm always on top, ain't never gon' stop. Yo, I can't be stopped. I'm riding this beat, I put him to sleep. Yo, this shit get deep. Yo, I never sleep. You won't get no peace fucking with me. And I play this beat. Yeah, gang shit. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Yeah. Gang shit.
dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purge. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge. 20 nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purge. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge.
Fuck as you on. Fuck as you niggas is on. We kicking the door, we busting the floor, we getting your family gone. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it down. No stopping the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
Yo, can I with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Just take the ball. Look, you got some weed? I gotta get some. All right, hurry up. These and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All right.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
Say it louder, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Start off so, then I'ma beat it up.
Against the world, so it's fuck you and your staff. This shit can get ugly, Kawhi Leonard last. Hold a check to make sure that the chicken is fried. My pistol make you move like the shot slide. Check the clock, you know what time it is. Shawty always got that paper like a pop quiz. Nickname is money. When she throw it bad, heart attack, a little bit coming to join you, honey. She fuck with Wu-Tang cause she all about the cream. She love Houston, Texas cause she slip on the lane. Got a gun with a beam. She don't fuck with McDonald's cause he always broke ice cream and shit. St. Alexander's, then we burning candles. Give her the Holy Ghost and Jesus sandals. Look, all her exes are my opponent. She throw that ass like she don't want it. When I leave her side, I think that she can come back and realize I be tweaking. Shawty drive me crazy in that all black Mercedes. Shawty drive me crazy, wanna have all my babies. Flow so sick, similar to rabies. When they come to hoes, got a bunch like the Brady's. Low down, dirty shame, I already know. My bitch gun thick, nigga Monroe.
I'm feeling that. Hey, hey. Y'all know he back with another banger. He go by the name of Chris Terry. We know him as CT, Dream Team Zone. I'm feeling that.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I think I'm going insane. Still I wanna stay. Oh
Chris Terry with another banger. Chris Terry with another banger. First up, I want to say, what up, Dream Team? What's going on, Dream Team? Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's here on YouTube world. Shout out to everybody that's on my new discovered LinkedIn platform world. I had it for a while, but if you're on LinkedIn, I want to say thank you so much for watching the official Dana J podcast. I'm officially leaving. I am officially leaving Meta. Meta, aka Facebook. Friday will be my last day there. I will leave up one post of where you can find me at. I'm taking down all of my content from Facebook. That's from years and years and years and years. And then I'm going to put up where y'all can find me. Facebook is biased. I don't have time for it. Give y'all some updates real quick. Once again, that song was Chris Terry. Oh my God. All of y'all that's on Google, anything Google, be careful. They are purging. So if you put anything R. Kelly in your chat, your video will be locked. If you get 2 locked videos by YouTube within the same week, your channel is gone forever. There is no recovering that channel. There is no none of that. If you get 2 locked videos in a week, your channel is gone forever. Next thing. What's last? Oh, also, they do not want to hear nothing about Ukraine. They don't want the truth out there. So don't mention Ukraine. Don't mention R. Kelly. Don't mention Donald Trump. Therefore, I have some platforms that will love you. If you're looking for a Facebook, aka Meta competition, you go to www.wegotUps.com. We Got Ups is the competition. If you're looking for a professional way of getting yourself out there and doing everything professionally, go to LinkedIn. Lock yourself in at LinkedIn and have all of your people come over. I will be redoing my LinkedIn page. I will be updating it. The page that's on LinkedIn now, I had that for 5 years. So I will be updating that. I will be updating that joint with everything. What up, Big Vibe Opinion? What's going on? What up, Progress? What up, Shelton? What up, I Am Jams Radio? I Am Jams, I gotta get with you, man. Email me, man. I gotta get my blue check, man. Hey, you gotta help me get my blue check. Also, understand this. I am the receipt man, Dana J. I'm also a full-time actor. I'm also a truth teller. I am also a motivational speaker. I am also a jokester. I just like to have fun. So if you have anything, I'm also a musician. So if you have anything that you need, if you need filled, if you have any areas that lack, let me know. I'll be glad to come and help. So I was enjoying what I've been seeing this morning. This is what I'm talking about. I know that if I leave for vacation, the Dream Team will be held down. Prima Donna News. If you don't know about her, you better go look at her, check about her, and you better ask about her. You better ask about her. But Prima Donna News broke down some things on her community wall. Go like, share, subscribe, Prima Donna News. Also, while you're there, like, share, subscribe, Prima Donna Pastries. Don't forget the Patreon for Prima Donna. Also, when I left there this morning, I'm in the shower and I'm scrolling. I said, I need something that I can watch while I'm in the shower. And I said, let me go to my little bro page. Let me see what he talking about. Big Vibe Opinion was lighting it up about Chicago. It seems like Chicago is in turmoil, but I'm gonna park that there. Go like, share, subscribe. Big Vi Opinion. Like, share, subscribe. Big Vi Opinion. He broke it down. He told about it, and I felt the dude that was on this page. He said, "Man, we're gonna go buy all this stuff. Hey, the bank come talk to us." What if we had 50,000 men that thought like that and made action like that in their city? We will stop a lot or slow down a lot of the sex trafficking and child abduction and organ harvesting that's going on. Don't forget, go to Big Vi Opinion. Also, go to Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. When I tell you, Coach, we breaking it down, especially for the HBCU point of view. Go get it, man. Break it down. Don't forget Levi for Kelly. Go support Levi for Kelly. Also, if you're looking in the chat, you will see the links. The links will be there. Hit the links, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget Georgia Girl, because she will put it together for you. Don't forget Fantasia Habersham. She will put it together for you. Go watch some of Senator Sane videos. He's still part of the dream team. That's bro for life. Don't forget USA Network. My boy. Don't forget none of my friends that's over there, that's rocking hard. I love these people. Don't forget I Am Jams Radio on Instagram. One of the hottest podcasts I ever seen. You know what? I can't wait to be a part of it. I want to go on his podcast. I want to go on I Am Jams Radio. I'm telling you, I get excited when I see stuff like this. I know I don't have that much time. I'm happy I don't got that much time, because then tonight when I get to really, 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 put the meat and massage it up and put the flavor and stuff on it, that's when I really get to do what I like to do. So today, this morning is is what you call the appetizer, the morning appetizer. It's the yogurt and the orange juice. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the day, the rest of the dream team going to be dropping nuggets and stuff like that. But right now, it's just the orange juice and the yogurt. Tonight, I'm going to give you a 4-course meal. Don't forget Mano, King Mano. Don't forget his page. He's a newbie jumping out there. We want to support him. We want to like, share, subscribe his joint. Don't forget Brooke Valentine. She's swinging the beef sector, so we want to like, share, subscribe her channel. But I'm gonna tell you now, enter at your own risk at that one, because she swings in that beef sector, and you be like, "What the hell going on?" I made a new friend, King Noya. Another beef sector homie. Shout out to King Noya. You know what I mean? Straight down the point. Love him. He'll be over here in due time. Don't forget my Patreon, man. My Patreon is www.patreon.com/all caps official Dana J. Don't forget, you know what I mean? Don't forget. Soon all platforms will be official Dana J. Also, I am on Truth Social. Truth Social have a new look. All the other Truth Socials were taken down, but Truth Social have a new look, and I'm happy to be part. Oh, wait a minute. See, it's so much going on with a Google. Oh my God. There's so much going on with Google that this is going to be ugly. I'm going to break this down later on today. I don't want to talk about that, but yes, True Social is now Wimpkin Free Speech Social. That is True Social. It have red and white and pink in the background with a big white W. So it's Wimkin, WIMKIN, Free Speech Social. If you want to holler at me on there, you can. And guess what I'm under on there? Guess what my name is over there? Dana J. My handle is @official Dana J. That's all you gotta do is look it up. I got the big Spartan sign of the United States that says 1776. All right. So now that we broke that down, let me get back to LinkedIn. I'm loving LinkedIn. I'm so happy that I'm actually back on LinkedIn and I can go live. All of my Dream Team content creators, if I miss you, I apologize. But I need you to be more active if I missed you. That's the only way I'm going to miss you is if you're not active. However, check this out. I love it. I love it. And I love it. I'm on a new platform. I will be doing a mod meeting tomorrow afternoon around tomorrow evening around 7:30 ish. No, 7:00 p.m. 7:00 p.m. Because right after the mod meeting, I got to go live at 8. So I will be doing a mod meeting for 30 minutes. And I will be showing you how to integrate certain things to make your live stand out more. Deaf to StreamYard. You will never see me on StreamYard unless I'm going on somebody's page as a guest. But like I say, I'm where you need to be if you Dream Team. I don't care about those other people. Let them other people stay with StreamYard. But here on this platform, let's be the first people to grow this one's. So we're going to go there real quick, all right? Let's do it. Let's knock it out. If you want to contribute to the page, if you like the commentary, go ahead, hit the Cash App. $official Dana J. I'm not monetized, so there's no super chat. I'm mad and I'm sad about that, but it's all good. Dana can do it. Or if you want, just hit the tip jar. The tip jar is going across the screen, or if not, I'm quite sure Willie will put it in the chat. So let's get down to business. We have 42 minutes. Dougie Fresh, let's go. First up, the cop that was shot, or the cop that shot. The 13-year-old carjacking suspect is relieved of police powers. Relieved of police powers. The Chicago police officer who fired a service weapon and wounded a 13-year-old boy who was on the run Wednesday night has been relieved of police powers. Officials said Friday as activists gathered later that day. Hold on. As activists gathered later that day. I want y'all to see this. As activists gathered later that day outside police headquarters to protest the West Side shooting. He's still an active member of the Chicago Police Department, said Don Terry, a police spokesman. He's not going to be patrolling the streets and he won't be able to arrest people. So you put him on hiatus. Wow. The action effective Friday means the officer will still be getting a paycheck, but will be removed to desk duty, Terry said. On Friday evening, approximately 20 people congregated outside police headquarters with picket signs to protest the shooting. What we're ultimately talking about here is accountability, said Tanner, with the Party of the Socialism and Liberation, who declined to give his last name to a reporter. Authorities said the 13-year-old was involved with a carjacking and that he was shot and seriously wounded as he ran from police officers in the 800 block of North Cicero Avenue in the South Austin neighborhood. After he fled on foot, the boy turned toward officers and was shot once. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown said during a brief evening news conference at police headquarters Thursday. I'm going to come back to that. Because I got an issue with that. I'm going to come back to that. When I have more time to break that down, I'm going to come back to that. I just want to give y'all some briefs of what's going on. They trying to get my boy Deshawn Watson the Bill Cosby R. Kelly treatment. Check this out. Deshaun Watson has been the talk of the NFL offseason for a number of different reasons. It was always expected that Watson was going to be traded at some point from the Houston Texans. But the Cleveland Browns shocked everyone by swooping in and trading for the 3-time Pro Bowler, leaving former starting quarterback Baker Mayfield in a precarious situation with the Browns organization. Watson still has 22 pending civil lawsuits. So it go from criminal to civil now. What I tell y'all, it was never criminal. It was always civil. And the only way it can go criminal is if you give them the authority to make it criminal. But I'm going to talk about that later on too. Against him, from massage therapists that are accusing Watson of sexual misconduct. Here we go. As well as pending investigation from the NFL, which could loom large for the Browns this upcoming season. Reports have emerged on Friday that several of the women who have cases against Watson have been interviewed by HBO's Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. And those interviews are set to air next Tuesday, according to a press release from HBO. The women detailed the alleged abuse they are suffering and shared their reactions to Watson's $230 million contract with the Browns. So Brian Gumbel is the sports version of Gayle King. We will talk about that later on too. All right, let's get to the meat and the potatoes of everything. Shout out to everybody that's here. If I didn't get you, then I will be getting you. Let's see. Let me see. Let's move this up, man. Hi, Robin. I can't move it up. Okay. Oh, boy. Alicia here. Okay, cool. Clama Drake and hi. Who's that? Carolina Lip. Hey, who's Clama Drayton? Never heard of that person before, but hi, Clama Drayton. Welcome to the Dream Team channel. Welcome to the official Dana J channel. I am the leader of the Dream Team. Welcome. My Patreon is there. I don't know if y'all can see it on that. I gotta brighten up that part. I gotta brighten that up. Okay, I will be doing that today. All right. So Uniquely Made. Hey, long time no see. How you doing? All right. So let's go here. What we were not allowed to see or know or hear or do or anything. Let's go. What we were not allowed to see at our trial, our cage trial. I gotta say it that way because you know they shadow ban the hell out of me. What we were not allowed to see at our cage trial. So what I'm telling y'all is this is killing me because even CNN, I told y'all CNN said it was a bunch of bullcrap. But even CNN is telling y'all about the bullcrap. This is the illustration of it all. Y'all see it? This is the illustration, which is crazy. It says, in this illustration drawn from a video feed, Assistant United States Attorney Nadia Shahada presents her rebuttal statement to the jury during R. Kelly's sex trafficking trial on Friday, September the 24th, 2021. This is what CNN said. Let's pay attention. CNN said, before the federal trial for R. Kelly even began, it was shrouded in secrecy. Wait, is CNN saying that? Wait, is CNN saying that? Before the federal trial for R. Kelly even began, it was shrouded in secrecy, with journalists and the public barred from the courtroom where prosecutors laid out their racketeering case against the singer, charges that could send him to prison for decades. U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly decided to keep media out of the courtroom less than a month before the August 18th start of the trial. Because of the pandemic, she said, jurors needed to be seated in the courtroom gallery. Because of social distancing recommendations and that it would be inappropriate to seat members of the press with them. Despite her concerns over the pandemic, she did not require jurors to be vaccinated. Something her colleague, U.S. District Judge William Kuntz, did require. For jurors at a trial he was overseeing that's also underway in the same courthouse. Judges are responsible for their own courtrooms, and it is not uncommon for rules to differ from courtroom to courtroom. Donnelly's decision created obstacles for journalists covering the trial. They couldn't see important pieces of evidence or watch how the jurors reacted to testimony, among other issues. And journalists could not voice their concerns in real time since they were placed in a courtroom 2 floors away from where Kelly's trial was taking place. Even during the trial of Mexican cartel leader Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, held at the same courthouse in 2019, the jurors and their reactions could be seen by the public, including the press. Guzman was ultimately convicted on all 10 federal criminal counts against him, including racketeering, and is spending the rest of his life in prison. Roger Knaff, a former prosecutor who focused on cases involving sex abuse, said in his 25 years practicing, he has never seen a jury completely blocked from the public's view. I wonder why. The right to a speedy and public trial is fundamental in the U.S., and the criminal justice process should not be shrouded, Kenneth told CNN. Even in high-profile and emotionally charged cases, it is unusual for a judge to prevent the jury from being seen at all. Kelly was found guilty of 9 charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking on Monday. He was charged with 10 charges, but he's found guilty on 9. Like I said, when I debated old boy over on Sky Life channel, he said Robert was found guilty on all charges. Well, it says right here he was found guilty on 9, not 10. And he had 10 charges in New York. Make it make sense. But you know they run with anything. Kelly was found guilty of 9 charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking Monday. He pleaded not guilty to all charges and did not testify in his own defense. CNN has reached out to Kelly's legal team for comment. the jury. Kelly, his legal team, and prosecutors filed into Donnelly's courtroom each day of the trial, along with the jury. But journalists and the public who wanted to watch the proceedings were funneled in two different courtrooms on a different floor. Exactly. Like I told y'all. The proceedings were barely visible on two flat screens that featured security camera feeds showing a wide shot of the courtrooms. Witnesses' faces appeared to be about a size of a quarter. It was difficult to tell whether witnesses became emotional on the stand. Evidence appeared in a black box on the screen that was too small to read. The 12 jurors and 6 alternates briefly appeared at the bottom of the screens as they filed in and out of the courtroom, but they were cropped out of the view of the public, so their reactions to evidence or testimony couldn't be seen. That's something Bernarda Villanona, a criminal defense attorney who came to view Kelly's trial as a spectator, said was a way to judge how jurors were feeling about the case. I'm looking at facial expressions, especially when there's vital witnesses. Victims testifying. Villanona told CNN. That is very telling as to where they stand with the case. Only for the jury. Journalists and the public could not raise their objections. Excuse me. Journalists and the public could not raise their objections with the judge as prosecutors began showing key audio and video evidence to jurors wearing headphones. The recordings, which Donnelly described in court as somewhat upsetting. Why would Ann Donnelly describe what was on there as somewhat upsetting? Second thing is, I thought she said in the transcript that what they heard in the courtroom was downgrading. See how transcripts are purported to lie? See how the transcripts are purported to lie? CNN clearly said the recordings, which Donnelly described in court as somewhat upsetting, were shown to jurors on September 15th. Not videos, but recordings. Recordings were shown to jurors on September 15th. So it goes along with everything that I said. When I told y'all that the government told the jurors to close their eyes and they had audio, why not show the video? And in the video that they shown, Robert wasn't even in the video. It was Azriel and the Richard R. line. So the videos were shown to jurors on September 15th. The public could not see jurors' reactions to them and did not know what they contained. Wow. The public could not see jurors' reactions to them and did not know what they contained. Aside from two recordings discussed in a September 14th filing from prosecutors. But way to get better. According to the court filing, one video recording. One video recording.
What did you say, nigga?
One video recording purportedly showed Kelly entering a room with two women in it and accusing one of the women of lying. Prosecutors say he can be heard beginning to physically assault the woman. Okay, so I have a question. Where's the Mann Act? Where's the anything that resulted a RICO? One video recording purportedly showed Kelly entering a room with two women in it and accusing one of the women of lying. Prosecutors say he can be heard beginning to physically assault the woman. That's assault. That's not RICO. And another recording, which prosecutors describe as an hour-long audio file. Wait a minute. Where's the 100 devices? Where's all the underage child porn that was supposed to be in New York? But now we're being told, oh, just wait, it'll be in Chicago. Are you for sure it'll be a Chicago case? So in another recording, which prosecutors described as an hour-long audio file, and I'm going to stop right there, which everybody from CNN and all the people got up and walked out, and everybody went to lunch because they said it's too much. It's too much to listen to an hour long or just sit there and not be allowed to listen to it. Kelly confronted an unnamed woman for stealing a watch, Lisa Van Allen, and berated, threatened, and physically assaulted her. Prosecutors said he also told the woman, people get murdered for doing what she did. That's a statement. You steal from somebody, you could get murdered for that. But see how the government stretched that to try to make it seem like Robert said he was going to murder her? These types of threats were central to the prosecutor's case that Kelly used coercion to control his victims. How was that coercion? You go steal from a Mexican mob boss and watch where you end up at. You go steal from local boo-boo drug dealer, but that's pushing a lot of weight, and look what happens to you. So more than a dozen media organizations covering the trial banded together to ask Donnelly via letter for access to the recordings, which were not sealed. CNN was one of the news outlets that participated in the legal action. Because the materials were not sealed, when they were presented to the jury, the press organizations now have an immediate right to access and to make copies of the video and audio evidence, the letter states. The letter said if the judge didn't grant access to the recordings, then the media organizations wanted the opportunity to address the matter in court. The letter also asked the court to consider redacting any sensitive material to permit the public release of this evidence. But I thought the paperwork was not redacted. Like I said, I was at court, so I know what they asked. And on the days that I was there, the days, not day, but days that I was there, that's what was going on. So make it make sense. Who would you rather listen to? Somebody who wanted that and somebody who wasn't at court, who just hate R. Kelly because he's who he is, or somebody that was at court that believes this man is innocent and is being railroaded all the way around the board. On September the 21st, Donnelly addressed the recordings in court, saying the media shouldn't be allowed to see them, partially because of their graphic nature. Okay, but if we just was told what was on it, where's the graphic? And then she said it is extremely graphic. It would be embarrassing embarrassing is an understatement. It would cause humiliation and create all kinds of other consequences for the people in it, Donnelly said in court. So I have a question. And Donnelly, here's my question. You don't think what you force, coerce, them jurors into doing wasn't embarrassing? And you don't think that it wasn't extremely graphic that this man got to stay in court when you had half of the jurors that didn't want to go with a guilty plea, and you had the other half who was already put in place to go with a guilty plea, and you came in and said nobody is going home unless y'all come with a unanimous decision. So everybody was like, look, I ain't trying to stay in here no longer. He guilty. Let's put guilty. That's not fair. That's extremely harsh and graphic. So Donnelly ruled that the media could listen to redacted versions of the audio from some of the recordings. Stop. And Donnelly, if you agree that the media can listen to redacted versions, why not let them listen to what everybody else listened to? Don't redact anything. And the redacted versions is nothing but certain versions that you want them to hear. No, let them listen to the whole thing all the way through. Shortly after this story published, and because the media's letter to the court, prosecutors allowed journalists to listen to audio-only versions of some of the evidence. Key word, some. Why not all? Journalists' duty is to listen to all. The files included recordings of Kelly threatening women and evidence of the women filming humiliating acts. Not Kelly, but the women filming humiliating acts. Who's to say that Robert made them do it? Who's to say that women don't want to do stuff like that? I just showed y'all where Deronda Pace said, you know, she cool with being filmed as long as it don't get out. So, but many were indiscernible because they did not contain dialogue. Wait a minute. What? But many were indiscernible because they did not contain dialogue. So with no dialogue, you can come up with any type of conclusion. Donnelly also allowed several members of the media, including CNN, into the courtroom for the first time since the start of the trial to watch the jury deliver the guilty verdict. For weeks, witnesses testified about a culture of threats and coercion while spending time with Kelly. And yet the public still hasn't had an opportunity to see the evidence of these threats. Something Villalona said was an important part of the justice system. When you're talking about the criminal justice system, members of the public have to be a part of the trial. They have to be able to see it. Transparency has to exist in order for there to be any trust in the criminal justice system, Villalona said. It wasn't until the government delivered its closing arguments last week that the public finally learned about the content of the recordings. And one Assistant United States Elizabeth Geddes said a woman was instructed to take off her clothes by Kelly, who told her 4 licks spankings, confirming the woman's testimony in court. That's role playing. One on the video, you saw the defendant spank her 4 times, and you saw the absolute anguish on her face as he spanked her, Geddes said. Another video clip, Geddes said, showed a woman being directed by Kelly to be sexual and seductive with bodily fluids, feces, and urine. What? Okay. Another video clip, Geddes said, showed a woman being directed by Kelly to be sexual and seductive with bodily fluids, feces, and urine. We got to see that. During her closing argument, Geddes told the jurors that she would not play the clip again because they might never fully erase the searing image from their memories. Whoa, you have to play it again, because how you know that was really Robert on there? How you know it wasn't a deep fake? Was those clips? What was that video clip vetted? Just because the government said don't mean it's real. Correction, an image caption on a previous version of this story used the incorrect title for Nadia Shahada. She is an assistant U.S. attorney. Wow. So right there you see the distrust. Right there you see the distrust in the justice system. You see the distrust from Robert, not from Robert, yeah, but you see the distrust from Robert's trial. Can somebody make this make sense? Ann Donnelly, when I told y'all, she was the key to making stuff seem like it was when it wasn't. There you have it. Ann Donnelly was the key. She was the catalyst. Every time Canick would get on the roll and start making them look stupid, she called the sidebar. Why I call sidebars when the truth come out? What up, Tyree? But when there's a lie, you don't sidebar nothing. You laugh. I told y'all Ann Donnelly is part of the uprising. What is she being uprose to? We already seen and what happened with the Ghislaine Maxwell judge. She's been uprose to an appellate judge. Now, let's just say this. Can you imagine Ann Donnelly being uprose to an appellate judge? Ann Huff said how this court unfolded, we could tell Donnelly was the key part. Of course. Of course. Tyree, what's up? Of course. So, I knocked that out in the key time. That's good. So tonight, I will be reading the reply and anything else that come out today from Jennifer Bonjean. I will be reading the reply, 7 pages. I don't have time to do it now, but I will be reading the reply. When I read the reply, I will break it down. But I seen my sis Prima in the chat. I just couldn't stop. But Prima said 100. So, like I say, at the end of the day, man, anytime you have fake news like CNN going after you, it's something wrong. Because CNN don't like Robert. But when they can see the injustice, I got 15 minutes. Hold on. Let me see something. I got 15 minutes. Let me see something. I want to break down something real quick.
So a couple things. One, the mainstream even now doesn't hear R&B to react to it. Right now, if we want to talk about a part of R&B that people are reacting to, we of course have the right man here, right? Because for those of you who don't know who Jim is, he's the one who the tape got sent to. like as in the R. Kelly, as in the original R. Kelly tape. It showed up in his mailbox.
Have you heard I Admit?
Yes. No, actually, I haven't. I refuse to listen to it.
Jim DeRogatis, so whatever your name is.
Oh, he called you out.
Me for 25 years now. Yeah, I got a whole fucking verse. I got a whole verse. I got no career except for him, he says.
He called you out.
Yeah, boy, was that an interesting morning. You wake up and there's 150 Twitter things that say.
He called you out because every time you turn around, you the one that have your name. You're the one that have his name in your mouth. So he called you out because of the lies that you spreaded, because he didn't fulfill his obligation to you, which he said he would. He wouldn't fulfill his obligation with you to get you an interview with the Rolling Stones. With the Rolling Stones people. Let's finish.
6 a.m. Hey, D-Ro, R. Kelly's dissing you by name.
But that also speaks to the point that we're making.
Second thing is, they said that the tape was sent to him mysteriously. Now, here's where I'm gonna give you the play. Who sent the tape?
I think if R. Kelly was a rap artist, or if R. Kelly was a mainstream pop artist, folks would deal very differently with who R. Kelly is, right? Because it's R&B, and the audience is seen as primarily black women, it has not warranted the kind of attention, really until now, that it's deserved for 20 years.
Yeah, I think, I'm a huge Neo-Soul fan. Whether you're talking Jill Scott or Erykah Badu or D'Angelo, my God, right? But it doesn't frighten. If our theme is fear of the Black Planet, I don't think that Neo-Soul has frightened white America the way that hip-hop has. And R&B is either ignored.
Except in the early days when it's rhythm and blues and very high sexualized.
Right.
And the thing about R. Kelly is like a multinational corporation. Like
R. Kelly is like what? Everything I've been telling you. Listen.
Kelly is like a multinational corporation.
R. Kelly is a multinational corporation. And because he don't know, they were able to play with him in federal court just by his name alone, just by the way they put his name. They put him, Robert Sylvester Kelly, as a corporation and R. Kelly as a person. That right there, if somebody would have known back then, the trial should have been shut down. It shouldn't have been no trial. It shouldn't have been nothing, because you cannot, per the Constitution, you cannot mislabel someone. A person cannot do business with a corporation. A corporation can only do business with a corporation. That's another reason why R. Kelly is still locked up. Because why?
A multinational corporation. Like
you find 73rd floor of Trump Tower across the street. But he keeps the girls in his cult by Union Park.
Listen to the lie. He lived on the 73rd floor of, hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. But you see the lie, he live on a 73rd floor of Trump Tower, but he keep his girls in a cult. You see how you just miscellaneous hear Jim DeRogatis spit that lie out? And out of that room, 3 people are going to take that and go tell somebody else. When they tell somebody else, they going to tell somebody else. They're going to tell somebody else. And it's like, it's going to spread.
It's like you find one brand that you hate and you rail against politically, not knowing that brand's owned by some other brand that you consume all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So you're like, I don't listen to R. Kelly music, but you just listen to 10 R. Kelly songs that he wrote for somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Celine
you
Dion.
don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't shop at Walmart.
Usher, Celine Dion, Joe. I mean, you've been listening to all this music, right? That he wrote, right? So it's
that's a fear of black.
That's a whole other conversation.
So you clearly see that this is a racial situation with Jim Daryagas. I'm gonna ask this question: when have ever a white man, and I hate to put it like this, but when have a white man ever cared about a colored woman?
You got to take that out. You would need to run
because Jim had this quote.
Listen to who he's spitting. This is the white version of Don Russell. Pay attention.
You would need to run
because Jim had this quote about had it been one,
and you have one ham bone right here that hates R. Kelly. Now, what's the reason why? I wish I would have known about this because I would have went.
White woman in Winetta.
But I stole that from you.
Right, which he attributed to so in every story that is they interviewed Jim about this, I get quoted as part of that quote.
Because I'm a fat white guy. What right do I have to say that? And you're a black man, and you don't have the right to say. I'm so glad that there is now this hashtag Mute R. Kelly movement, which is black women.
Right.
Finally, because I've been writing for them.
Oh, now we get it. He's been writing for Mute R. Kelly.
Because I've been writing for them for years. What they told me. I don't know why I was this lucky.
Ask yourself this question. Why would colored women go to Jim Daryagas and talk about R. Kelly? Unless it was some type of payday, extortion, or takedown in the works.
I'll tell you why, because I would listen. Nobody else.
You want to tell them your theory
about
who sent you the tape?
Oh yeah, I think it came via Nation of Islam.
Pay attention. What do the government do? We seen it with Fred Hampton. They send in somebody to reach out to somebody. Hold on, y'all. So we seen it. Sorry about that. And we seen it play out with Fred Hampton. We seen it play out with other people of color who's trying to make movements and stuff going on. At the end of the day, Jim Daryagas saying, "Oh, I think it was the Nation of Islam." Well, wait, didn't you say Sparkle sent you the tape? And when I broke that lie down, now he's on record saying the Nation of Islam. Why would he say that? Wasn't R. Kelly at Louis Farrakhan's house? So anything to bring dissension, that's what Jim Daryagas is trying to do. He's trying to make it seem like that Louis Farrakhan and his crew had something to do with that tape, which we all know that's not true. Let's finish.
That's the one you mean?
That's the one.
Yeah, because R. Kelly's manager was Barry Henderson, who was old school black mafia.
Who was also Aaliyah's cousin.
Make it make sense. Is this the reason why Louis Farrakhan told Barry Hankerson, man, that guy's real spiritual and you need to leave him alone? Don't do him like that. Because let's just say this. Hypothetically, Barry possibly could have went to Louis Farrakhan and talked about this. And Louis Farrakhan said, we don't operate like that, brother. That brother that you playing with is very spiritual, and I don't play with God like that. If I can just reiterate that conversation, I'm almost assure you that's what Louis Farrakhan said to him. And then Louis Farrakhan pretty much probably told him, like, look, don't mishandle him. And Barry ain't like it. But let's finish.
Was married to Gladys Knight, put Pippin on Broadway, managed Tony Braxton. I mean, this guy was juiced, right? He'd come to Chicago. He was the assistant mayor of Detroit under Coleman Young. He'd come to Chicago, have lunch with Farrakhan, and dinner with Jesse Jackson, right? He had connections. And I believe he heard about this tape on the street, and he said, steer it to this guy. But I think it was the guys in the bow tie. Because the only thing, the Nation of Islam will fight anybody trying to tear down the successful black man. The only cause bigger to them is disrespecting the fruit of Islam, the black women. And I think they wanted this guy to come down. That's been my, but I don't know.
All right. And if you go back and you watch, he did a couple of videos for his Batman theme.
Yeah.
And there's one of them in which you actually see the fruit of Islam in the video doing security for him, right? So it's not implausible.
But what's horrifying is R. Kelly employs off-duty cops to do security. If we were to go right now to 219 North Justine Street, a block away from Union Park, where he is housing a 19-year-old girl and a 21-year-old girl, both of whom...
Hey, pay attention to the ages. Listen.
19-year-old girl and a 21-year-old girl, both of whom have been separated from their parents for North Justine Street, a block away from Union Park, where he is housing a 19-year-old girl and a 21-year-old girl, both of whom have been separated from their parents for 3 years.
That's where you're lying. A 19-year-old girl, that means Azriel would have been 16. 21-year-old girl, that means that Joy would have been 19. Azriel didn't go stay with Rob until she was 17 and 9 months, in which both are still legal under federal law. Both had ways of communications with their parents all the time. But remember what I told you. When you use the word parents, that means government. And if you do anything that the government don't like, they can swoop in at any time to relieve you of your parental duties. So before they get to do that, what do? You go to them and tell them that your kids are missing. Let's finish.
There are 2 off-duty Chicago cops out front, doing his security. And the man who was about to hear the Van Dyke, McQuan, is Judge Vincent Gone, who is a son of a bitch who is beyond corrupt. He heard the R. Kelly trial. It took 6.5 years for that to go to trial. From his indictment, it was the longest set of record in Cook County, the longest period between indictment and trial. And during those 6.5 years, every 6 weeks, he'd hold a status conference and then immediately retire to closed chambers. Everything that happened for 6.5 years remains off the record. The Sun-Times, Tribune, and BBC Public Radio sued to get those transcripts unsealed, and we lost. And he compelled me to take the stand. Because I got the videotape, I had to cite the Fifth Amendment like a fucking mobster, so as not to reveal my sources. He did the same thing in the McDonald trial.
Stop. So the judge is a piece of shit because he wanted you to take the stand. Make this make sense, y'all. Make this make sense. This guy got the tape, right? But the judge is a piece of shit because the judge wanted him to take the stand. His words, not mine. Listen.
Years, there are 2 off-duty Chicago cops out front, doing his security. And the man who is about to hear the Van Dyke, McQuan, is Judge Vincent Gone, who is a son of a bitch who is beyond corrupt. He heard the R. Kelly trial. It took 6.5 years for that to go to trial. From his indictment, it was the longest set a record in Cook County, the longest period between indictment and trial. And during those 6.5 years, every 6 weeks, he'd hold a status conference and then immediately retire to closed chambers. Everything that happened for 6.5 years remains off the record. The Sun-Times, Tribune, and BBC Public Radio sued to get those transcripts unsealed, and we lost. And he compelled me to take the stand because I got the videotape. I had to cite the Fifth Amendment like a fucking mobster so as not to reveal my sources. He did the same thing in the McDonald trial to the journalist who got the shooting, the videotape of McDonald. He doing the same thing with the sealed hearings. He's 80 years old, and I'm in Chicago. Nobody, what he did in those sealed hearings was rule out any evidence of Aaliyah, of the 6 civil lawsuits, of a pattern of predatory behavior. He reduced everything to one videotape. I love this city, heart, soul. I grew up.
Everything that you heard a few minutes ago that I'm about to play again is the heart of Robert charges. And look who's running it down like a fucking playbook. Listen.
For that to go to trial. From his indictment, it was the longest set a record in Cook County, the longest period between indictment and trial. And during those 6.5 years, every 6 weeks, he'd hold a status conference and then immediately retire to closed chambers. Everything that happened for 6.5 years remains off the record. The Sun-Times, Tribune, and BBC Public Radio sued to get those transcripts unsealed, and we lost. And he compelled me to take the stand because I got the videotape. I had to cite the Fifth Amendment like a fucking mobster so as not to reveal my sources. He did the same thing in the McDonald trial to the journalist who got the shooting, the videotape of McDonald. He doing the same thing with the sealed hearings. He's 80 years old, and I'm in Chicago. Nobody, what he did in those sealed hearings was rule out any evidence of Aaliyah, of the 6 civil lawsuits, of a pattern of predatory behavior. He reduced everything to one videotape. I love this city, heart, soul. I grew up across the river from Manhattan, and I've lived here since 1990. I never lived anywhere else. But my God, shit like that, it just makes me sick. And BZ and the Tribune have a podcast now about the McDonald trial that goes deep into all these issues. And whichever way it turns out, get yourself informed. They've really done good work on that.
With that being said, everybody that thought Robert was really guilty, it shows that he's really innocent. It shows the extortion plot of everything that's going on. It shows that if you don't do what people want you to do, then guess what? You are the bad guy. Why should you be the bad guy? Because you don't do what everybody wants you to do. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. So check this out. I see y'all tonight. Y'all know how we do. Y'all hold it down. I'll be back 7:30. Peace.
I love the Bone
I don't
Master.
even want to sing this song. Matter of fact, I'm just going to talk through this. But I'm going to talk on notes. But what I'm going to be saying is the realest. Listen. First, I pop open a can of Red Bull. Then I mix it with some Bell and pour it all over you. Once I get your body tweaking, girl, I drop to my knees and then I Then I'll proceed on this mission to drive you wild. Break out all the candles, oils, and hot towels. I can feel you scratching my back while I'm on top. Damn girl, said you know the sex is good when you're making those faces. And you know the sex is good when you're going all baby. And you know the sex is good when your body's having fits. Toes curling, screaming out, son of a bitch. Said you know the sex is good when you're coming for the fourth time. Know the sex is good when you can't get it off your mind. And you know the sex is good when you tell your best friend. The one was steaming, I was screaming, son of a bitch.
Shout out to Robert. Keep your head up, bro. We ain't letting you stay in there. Trust me, we're going to do everything to get you home. But y'all could have been anywhere in the world this morning into this afternoon. But y'all choose to stay right here on the official Dana J podcast. Check it out. I will be rebranding. I thank everybody for joining. Have a good day. Dana J gone. If you're looking for a social platform that's made for us, designed by us, created by us, come on over to www.wegatups.com. Tell them, Cube.
Yeah. What's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is. The West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% Black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big Three League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, Black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, Black owned. Gotta love it. And, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
And when you come over, turn that blue gray when you look up official Dana J. Don't forget, you could have been anywhere in the world today, but you chose with me. I'm out. Have a good rest of the day. See you later on.
The boy never let me in. Sick with the medicine. On the block distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me. Heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest. I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope. Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move slow. You sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage. Out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal alchemist. Yes, I'm ill. And yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done. Tell me what's the outcome. Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Patrol homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips. Make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gon' be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper. Haters, Merry Christmas.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go for a little dive, yeah. Hey, yeah.